Today, you show me how not to fight the Red Worm, then you show me the best Season 3 Dark Aether run I've ever seen, and then we get to see one of the best first games in Tier 3 that we've ever seen. Let's just say, I'm not the only one with streamer luck. If you want to submit your gameplay for a gameplay review, be sure to join the Discord link in the description and then put it in the Zombie Coaching Gameplay Review channel. Who knows, maybe you'll be in my next video. Our first gameplay is going to be from Blaze Dude. We are in a 6-man squad taking on the Red Worm, and it looks really promising to start off here. We've got the FJX Horus with some good attachments on it, all of our perks, durable gas mask, we've got decoys, thermites, we're looking pretty good. However, there are a couple things. First of all, that's usually not what I use thermites for. And second of all, this is actually a Red Worm fail. I know it doesn't look like it right now. We're doing a lot of good damage. We got a squad of 6 here, plus it looks like 2 or 3 other people not in this squad. It looks like it's going pretty well so far. However, there are a few small details that I think led to this downfall. First things first, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, a lot of these guys don't have armor. Now, whether or not they're forgetting their armor, it looks like number 5 and number 6 have golden armor, which is perfectly fine. But 1 through 4 here, either we don't have armor or we're forgetting to plate up. However, especially when you're doing this for the first time and you don't have golden armor and you've never been into the Dark Aether, armor is one of the most important things that you can have when fighting any worm. Most of the attacks that it does, the laser attack, the headbutt attack or whatever, can be survived if you have any semblance of armor. However, without armor, that laser attack, that headbutt attack is gonna instantly down you. Second thing, we're gonna rewind here a little bit, and I want you to kind of just focus on, maybe you've noticed it in the background as well, but I want you to notice something here. First of all, this is a great little clip of it right here. Take a look at that. All right, lots of stuff going on here, and what I noticed when watching this, first of all, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, but it looks as though we're not really moving around all that much, and throughout this entire gameplay, we're kind of tied to this one ammo station here. Additionally, we have a lot of stuff going on, and for example, right here, we've got 31 seconds remaining on this ammo cache. I know we're probably really worried about our durable gas mask, but what we could be doing right at this moment, we have decoys and we're not using them. We're just kind of sitting here, standing in one position, just taking out the worm. Now, obviously, we're not in any danger. There's lots of other stuff going on, but as we get closer and closer, really, and this is a great example too, why are we going to this ammo cache right here? We've got full thermites, we got full decoys. I'm sure it's just about the gas mask, but something that's important to know about these ammo caches is that each of them have a separate cooldown. So you can run over to the other side and refresh your gas mask there. They have separate independent cooldowns. And here we start seeing some movement. And yes, we're actually going over to the side. Very well done. This is awesome. However, as you can see, we can start seeing some players start going down here a little bit, and there we are. And I believe a huge part of that is because we don't have any armor. And this is what's really difficult to teach, because right now we're still focusing on the worm. Again, probably not using the thermites the way we should. I use them to get the worm out of the ground instead of snacking on somebody. But what I would focus on in this situation, I know I don't have much armor here, and again, it's going to bite me in the butt here. Instead of, oh yes, and we're going to get eaten by the worm while we're down, which is nuts. But I would focus on throw a decoy and then kill all of the zombies. Like, let the teammates get distracted by the red worm. Let the teammates deal with the red worm, but kill all of the zombies, because the zombies are going to give you more armor. And here we go. We finally start throwing our decoys here, as you saw over there. We could have been throwing those a little bit sooner, getting the zombies off you, maybe killing them, getting your armor back. And right here we use our Aether Shroud, which is not a bad pick. However, the next biggest thing apart from armor that I've noticed, and I bet you beautiful people notice it too, I don't think many people are running Healing Aura. We have basically our entire team down, and no one's popping Healing Aura. I mean, usually there's a dog bone here and there, but if people don't have golden armor, they probably don't have a dog bone, so that's pretty reasonable. But Healing Aura is huge, and of course, we get struck by lightning. That's just bad random chance right there. And you can see we are so close. We are so close to this fight being done, and if only we had Healing Aura, we killed all of that horde of zombies there to get some armor back, we would be in a much different situation. And you can see it's so close, but this is where everything starts deteriorating here. This is why I tell you, don't be afraid to go after these orbs. Don't be afraid to throw those decoys really unabashedly, because you've got those ammo cache refills right there. Just throw them, toss them. They're basically free. You get 2 of them every 30 seconds if you're going back and forth between the ammo caches. And look at all of these zombies right here. Look at that. All right, we've got a decoy, but unfortunately it's too late. You've got all of those zombies, all of those bosses, and it looked like to me no one was really focusing on the bosses. Everyone was focused on Greylorm, which, you know, can be really good, but you kind of almost need different roles. Hey, who's working on the Mega Abomination? Hey, who's taking out the orbs? And it doesn't necessarily need to be like that, but when nobody does it, this sort of thing happens. And unfortunately, we do die out here completely, and look at how close Greylorm is to dying. It was so close. Now, these guys are asking for help here. However, there's only 1 or 2 of our players, the ones who have golden armor, mind you, 2 of these players up, and one of them is going to go down here pretty soon. And genuinely, I don't know if I would be able to pick up any of these players. Reviving people from when they're down takes so much time, and between the worm, between the Mega Abominations, the hordes of zombies and everything, I don't know if it's even possible for just one person to pick up these guys. And unfortunately, Greylorm has healed a little bit here. People are still going down, and unfortunately, this is how the game ends. It's unfortunate, but they were so close. Just a couple more things, a little bit more attention on the armor side, utilizing those decoys a little bit better, maybe changing up your Ether Shroud for a energy mine. Maybe that kills that for me kills bosses really quickly. Healing Aura, also a great decision, being able to pick up more players, because the more people, even if they don't have armor, if they're down, they don't distract zombies, but if they're up, hey, they do distract zombies. From the Red Worm to the Dark Aether Worm, let's see what's going on here. Also, I do want to say, please be kind to these beautiful people who shared their footage with me. They're being vulnerable, they want to get better, so let's give them some positivity and encouragement and kind of show them how to be better. We all started somewhere. Now, this game is similar to the previous game. I wanted to show these guys back to back here because this has a similar issue. As you can see in the bottom left here, we don't have that much armor, and I have personally made the mistake even recently of not having that much armor in this fight, and it is tough because, like I said, that chomping animation, the laser attack are one-shot kills when you don't have any armor. Now, the sad thing is, before we get to the huge fight right here in the Dark Aether, we have 4 separate seals that we break where we get tons and tons of zombie spawns. And so I want to go back and I want to kind of see what this gameplay looks like, because there is a lot of opportunity to pick up a lot of armor here. Now, I also do want to talk about, as we're watching this gameplay here, I want to look at all these zombies. Look at all these zombies. Look at that. Awesome. Now, unfortunately, we're not really maneuvering. I love that decoy throw. Perhaps came in a little bit too late. We're still getting beat up by zombies, but look at how much armor we have even after plating up and taking all that. We definitely have room in our rucksack to pick up some more armor, so that's what I would be doing during this whole entire thing, just picking up armor and probably trying to dodge a little bit better there. And then once it's done, obviously I would just scavenge all of this stuff for any armor that's on the ground here, knowing that I'm about to face that red or that Dark Aether Worm. So maybe a little bit of a missed opportunity there. However, I want to talk about this weapon, and I want to apologize for things I've said in the past here. A lot of times people ask me, Donuts, what's the best gun in the Dark Aether? What's the best gun? And I often say, is it fully automatic? Cool. Does it shoot bullets? Great. Then you're going to have a good time with it. But as you can see here, I forget, this is like the SMG version of the AUG here. I don't know what it's called, the MX8, the MX whatever. I don't know what it is. But this, for some reason, I don't know if this was a build that this person had on it or if it was just randomly found within the match. But there is next to no reserve ammo here. And multiple times, the gameplay isn't terrible. This guy's not making too many bad decisions, but so often we run out of ammo and it forces us to go on the beach where we're vulnerable and we have to spend extra time not focusing on damaging the worm and instead of trying to find more ammo. You could see we're already on our last clip, last clip right here, and that's not great, especially because there's not a whole lot of zombies. Oh yeah, this is a small little thing too. We get eaten by this little thing and we're stimming, and so that means we can't open our parachute. Now, I would say anytime you get eaten, I want to remind you, beautiful people, that yes, you can spam your parachute button, your jump button, and you will be parachuted from the mouth every single time, at least all the times that I've done it. And later in the gameplay, this guy absolutely does that as well. And you can see we just got ammo here. We're dealing with these zombies. We're dealing with this orb right here, and we're already down to 2 clips of this weapon. So this weapon, unfortunately, not the best idea for taking on the worm, but I do love, look at that beautiful thermite throw. Absolutely beautiful, getting its attention, absolutely wonderful. You love to see it. But again, we're down to our last mag, our last clip right here, and it's unfortunate. And yes, it's magazine, I apologize. And so we come back down here, we get more ammo. And so right here, you can see we actually had, like, I didn't show you, but there's like 2 or 3 self-revives that we have in this game extra, but here you go. Laser attack, no armor, instant down. So especially if you don't have golden armor, and again, we're out of ammo right now, and this is the only ammo cache right here, but the worm is directly on it. Very unfortunate set of circumstances right here. Now, we do pick up this breacher drone for some reason, but unfortunately, that means that when we go back to this ammo cache right here, we don't have thermites anymore. We just have the breacher drones, which doesn't exactly work to get this this guy up, at least from what I see. Yeah, there you go. We get eaten because we don't got the thermites. We got the breacher drone instead. Just not a great decision, but luckily we do spam our parachute and land successfully. Very good job there. Now, unfortunately, I think we're a little frustrated here. I could see us swinging our arms here. Maybe we missed the spamming our parachute button, but here we are again. You can see that was our last self-revive, and we are down. Overall, the mechanics looked very solid. It looked like you understood what the worm was doing, how to dodge the attacks and all that stuff. Just a little bit more armor and maybe a different weapon, or maybe just put extended mags on that weapon so you get a little bit more reserve ammo. But again, I don't know the weapon build, so that might not be possible with that weapon. Now let's go from how not to do something to letting Lawless here show us how to absolutely dominate this Elder Dark Aether. We have a VR11 triple pack-a-punch. We've got the crossbow, which everybody's saying, Donuts, you need to try the crossbow, and here is exactly why. We've got a durable gas mask, we've got energy mine, we've got Casimirs, a juggernaut, and we have Molotovs with dead wire detonators. Absolutely awesome. And so we do the eliminate the bounty contract here first. Absolutely love it. Now, this is a great strategy that I am going to have to try. I absolutely love this idea. It looks as though if you stand right here, it looks like zombies don't come at you from the other direction, and it looks like you might be able to get the mouth attack or the laser attack from the Mega Abomination by standing here, which I'm not sure. I will need to test it out, but this is absolutely a great choke point, especially have dead wire detonators with a Molotov. You just throw a Molotov right there, or there you go, you got your energy mine right there. And look at this crossbow is absolutely insane, especially with dead wire detonators. We will have to be mindful of our ammo, but this player absolutely does. Lawless sees we're about low on ammo, so as we're almost here, we're taking out the Mega Abomination, and then we can jump down over there to get more ammo and all the DNA stuff. But look at that, ammo's refreshed, everything. We just shoot the bottom right there. There you go. This should be about where the Mega Abomination almost dies. There you go. Look at that. Easy as that. And we've got golden mask filters. We've got a golden mask, self-revive, all that great stuff. Wonderfully done. Absolutely clean, beautiful, not even a threat. Absolutely love to see this dominating gameplay. Now just check out this little throw right here. This doesn't work this time around, but this is how confident this player is right here. We're kind of sketching out this thing. We throw a Molotov there, which actually he meant to actually throw on the bottom, so that way the dead wire detonators works just like that, but there you go. Now, of course, we'll need to use the crossbow a little bit better to turn on the PND here, but he does this PND contract without even leaving. This is how powerful dead wire detonators is with this crossbow. Unfortunately, my crossbow isn't ranked up enough, but after this game, we're probably gonna have to go rank up this crossbow because it's actually pretty crazy. Because this, I could show you this entire gameplay right here, but this is all that we do here. We're spamming crossbows here, spamming crossbows here. I don't know the build. I don't know if it's explosive. I imagine it's explosive tips, right? I mean, that's how you get the dead wire detonators, yeah? But there you go, beautiful Molotov. It's great. Like, this is how it goes. No, it doesn't get any harsher than this. There's no close calls or anything. This is awesome. Now, this is what's heartbreaking to me right here, right? Look at this loot. Look at this loot. What are you taking from this loot? Obviously, we've got a schematic. If we need it, we could take it. Legendary tool, dead wire detonators, or an epic tool. What do we choose? What do we choose? We're going to choose dead wire detonators. What? Are you kidding me? You're not gonna take the legendary tool? Oh man, you know, I mean, I guess it makes sense, you know, the legendary tools you can craft every day. Dead wire detonators every other day. I don't know. To each their own. That's definitely a playstyle preference here, but I want to show you. Look at how slick, look at how cheeky this guy is. He just angled it up and Molotov right there. And what do you know? It lands dead wire detonators, the entire thing. Every single zombie up there. That's ridiculous. That is absurd. You're just showing off at that point. Absolutely unbelievable. You're making it look too easy. You're making me look bad. Now this ACV, you think, oh my goodness, it's the most difficult one, and you're absolutely right. However, this is the best way to do this ACV contract. Whether you have the crossbow or an RGL or one of the shotguns or just any good gun or a team or whatever, really good, you're shooting them. But as you're going in between these legs, shooting the ACV over 100% actually overcharges it, so that way it actually has more than 100% health, so that way you get a little bit more time. It's super good on solo, definitely the thing you need to do. And then yeah, just keep on focusing on these HVTs or the boss zombies and crowd control here. And then once we get to here, I absolutely love that energy mine placement. I love the fact that it's in the middle of the ACV and every zombie around the ACV is gonna get hit by that energy mine. It's absolutely great. Now also check this out. It's been like 4 seconds since we used that energy mine. Because of how many zombies there are in this area, we planted another energy mine. I love the awareness of the equipment. I absolutely adore the fact that we're using that energy mine really aggressively, not holding on to it, and we're just, it's so strategic. I love it. And as we're going on to the next leg of this thing, we're gonna escort it and we're gonna shoot it with the VR11, and we're basically gonna rinse and repeat the same exact thing. We're gonna VR11 it as we keep going on, and then as we get to this area where all the zombie spawns, we're gonna shoot some crossbow shots. We're gonna plant another beautiful energy mine right there. We've got a Molotov with dead wire detonators. Look at that, the nuke with the power up that you get from here. He's making it look so easy. This is perhaps the most challenging thing in Modern Warfare Zombies, and we're just steamrolling it. The Dark Aether is like the high rounds of Zombies Past, where it's not so much about maybe how good of a player you are, but utilizing the things in game, utilizing dead wire detonators, utilizing the crossbow, utilizing the VR11, having all of these tools and then utilizing them. I guess that's a skill, right? That's definitely a skill. I've definitely misutilized some of those things, utilizing them in the best way possible, so that way you could be successful. And fast forwarding to the end, it comes to no surprise. I'm sure you've seen this gameplay. Again, it's not even close. This is definitely it, shooting the VR11 at the last little minute here, just to double check, make sure nothing's gonna get through to here. This is awesome. And there we go. We pick up a nuke. The ACV's at 100%, contract complete. And let's see what's in this reward rift here. We are going to have another dead wire detonators epic tool. Nothing crazy. That's kind of what mine looks like, but man, I wonder if that Elder sigil is a little bit better with loot, because that looked like way better loot than I had. Absolutely amazing run there. Now from one amazing run to another amazing run. This game is this person's first ever run at tier 3. And first of all, I love how we start off here. Speed, cola, stamina up. That's what you need for tier 3. Absolutely awesome. I don't know if we were planning on doing tier 3 at first, but it's definitely a good setup for it. We also have a Pack-a-Punch rare, I don't even know what this is. Could be a 74U, some sort of AK somewhere in here. Now the first half of this game is pretty chill. We're just doing contracts, doing the typical Modern Warfare Zombies thing until we pick up this contract. We're looting in here. Hey, 500 points. That's pretty good. Oh, look at that. A legendary 5.56 Icarus. It's funny, I could see the gears turning in our head right now, thinking about this gun. All right, we've got a blue pack 1 right here. We've got this Icarus right here. Let's go ahead and equip that. And then, of course, we're going to apply a Pack-a-Punch 1 to it. And look at the damage this does just in tier 2. That is awesome. And of course, a couple minutes down the line, we only got 20 minutes left here. We're going to finish this cargo delivery contract. And we're going to get a legendary ether tool. Now, take a look at this. All right, this is a great run, but I'm going to critique something here. Why in the world are you holding on to a $700 comic book. Let it go, drop it. You don't need to sell it. That's not going to be useful. We dropped a perk. Did we really drop a perk? We're going to drop Speed Cola. My goodness, you dropped Speed Cola instead of that stupid $800 comic book? Oh man, it turns out fine in the end. It's just a little nitpick. Play the way you want to play. It's all right. I think we've made our decision. Hey, we're going into tier 3 here. And what we do is instead of double pack-a-punching our blue weapon, we double pack-a-punch this legendary weapon, which is a beautiful decision. Very, very well done. And then we're going to go on over here. We're going to go into tier 3. And this guy said that he was the only one in tier 3 for this entire game. And I absolutely believe it. Now, this is a little bit risky here. I would really like Deadshot at this point, maybe some PhD. We're still not giving up that comic book. All right. This LMG is really difficult to use in tier 3 because of how slow it is. And once again, we're going to pick up this Casimir here. So, hey, maybe we are going to get rid of that comic book. No, we're going to drop the crystal. All right. That is what it is, I guess. All right, I'll stop giving you crap here. It's all right. Now, this is something I love. Okay, cool. We're going to decoy here. We're going to go Quick Revive, PhD, and Elemental Pop. That is awesome. Actually, no, we're not going to get Elemental Pop, but we didn't get Elemental Pop or Death Perception, which I'm perfectly okay with. Maybe some other people, hey, Death Perception is good for this. Elemental Pop's good for that. Yeah, whatever. Maybe you could have, but I mean, I guess you could have, honestly, but really, I don't think they're that important, at least in the tier 3 when grinding out contracts. Now we're going to pick up this contract here and we are going to still be looting. I like how we're looting here, and that turret circuit, I would have picked up that turret circuit, especially over that comic book or maybe over some armor plates, but I really would have picked up that turret circuit. Those were a huge help in the beginning of tier 3. Now, do you see what I see here? Let's run that back real quick. I think maybe some more experienced zombie players could tell us what our opportunity is right here. Take a look at this. Look at this. See, this is the gameplay that I imagine people have when they say, Donuts, your tier 3 is crazy. Your tier 3 is absolutely insane, because if I had the gameplay like this where, oh, they're out the door and then I'm backing up and then, oh my goodness, there's a dog right there and I'm backing up and then, oh my goodness, there's more from the left, there's more from the right. Oh my goodness, how am I supposed to get around this? But if you noticed it, we were so tunnel visioned. We were just shooting non-stop. We were sitting here, we were shooting. This isn't tier 1. This isn't tier 2. You can't just kill all of the zombies in 4 seconds and get away with it. Now, that was a great energy mine, by the way. That was a good way of clearing that out. But what I would have done is turn around, sprint, and go a long way, make a long little turn around these buildings and maybe circle back. This is a great run. Oh, we do pick up that turret circuit. I missed that. Very good decision. See, hey, look at that. There you go. And same thing here. We're kind of shooting these guys. And this is another great example right here. We're going to shoot these guys. Now we complete we're actually at this beginning here, but look at this. Look at this. We have this spawn, this perk, this free perk right here. And do you see what happened? As soon as he heard it spawn in, boom, 180 degrees sprinting right back in the same exact path that he was traveling. That is a zombie's no-no. You never just turn a 180 and go exactly where you were coming from. In fact, we did it again. We turned around again and you saw how many zombies there are. Instead of turning around and doing a complete 180, do a big arc around this play space that you're in. See right here, instead of going straight, go around, go to the left and kind of go at it at an angle. Go to the right here, come at it at an angle. That way, all of the zombies aren't directly in your path. But if you're just going to sprint right to the zombies, of course, they're just going to be all in your way and you're going to take a lot of hits. You're going to, what happens a lot in this gameplay is that you lose a lot of armor just by running into the horde of zombies. And same thing right there. You could have ran to the right a little bit more, to the left a little bit more, but good decoy throw, great utilization. I want to say throughout this gameplay, I won't show it all, but great utilization of all of your equipment. You use your equipment quite a bit, and once you're more comfortable in tier 3, you will use less and less of your equipment. But this great turret circuit, absolutely love that decision. Now, I'm thinking this, the first time I watch this, I'm like, all right, we got to get rid of this blue gun because blue pack 1 is not going to be good. Clearly we want this, and look at this, look at what we're doing. We're triple pack-a-punching this Icarus. Oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? Because now we are set, ready to do this Outlast contract. This is great, and I love jumping in between here. That's a great decision. And we finally have some zombies on us, and look at how great this Icarus is. This Icarus is a gun that I'm going to need to try in some of my games. It's a Modern Warfare 2 gun, so I haven't used it all that much. And I love this. Look at this. That 74U, just gone. Just drop it. I think we finally made that decision. Cool. I'd rather run out with fists and have that insured slot go away than use that gun. That is great decision here. And I love this. As we're getting overwhelmed in this Outlast contract, the best thing you could do, obviously great utilization of your energy mine, your decoys and whatnot, but I love when you get overwhelmed here, we need to jump across to the other area. We've got to reload here, which is the biggest downside of any LMG. Got to reload. I love this. Look, okay, we get stuck by a zombie, but look at this, right on over, keeping the high ground, jumping over to the other side. Beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done. You completed your reload. Throw a decoy, 100%, contract complete, easy as that, wonderfully done. Now this mimic kill is pretty decent. We throw a decoy over here to distract all of the zombies, the mimic comes out of here, but this is a great example of the two things that we just talked about. First of all, great utilization of your kill streak here. Unfortunately, those mortar strikes don't create like a safe zone or anything, but I love how you ran back into the mortar strike. I don't love how you, again, ran directly into where the zombies were coming from. Again, we're using great kill streaks here, but look at how wide, I wish there's a better way of looking at this. Look at how wide, see, look at how wide this street is. You've got so much room in here. But again, once you get revived, instead of dodging and ducking and going way to the left or way to the right, you just go straight to where the zombies are, and you're not trying to rotate, you're not strafing any, you're just running straight to them. So really work on that movement, work on that micro positioning in relation to the zombies here. And second of all, take a look at this. This is again, the same thing that we talked about here. We are just shooting this mimic, shooting this mimic, shooting this mimic. We're right on top of it. We're not looking around. If there's a horde of zombies behind you, if there's 2 zombies behind you, easy down right there. Absolutely easy down. Hey, look, the ray gun and an epic ether tool. Look at that. Look how nice that is. But whether we're talking round-based or Modern Warfare zombies, this I think might have to be the #1 way people go down in a high threat area. This is just tunnel vision, tunnel vision, tunnel vision. I'm killing this mimic no matter what. We get, jumped by it, eaten by it, and boom. Luckily, we were able to damage it quickly enough, but if you had a worse weapon or if there were any zombies behind you, again, like I said, easy down. Now, unlike what we have just seen, this guy is actually really good about getting armor. Killing zombies, taking the armor, really good. Now, if you could just maneuver around the zombies a little bit better, you wouldn't need all that armor all the time. So like I said, the more you get used to the zombie movement and dodging and training, the better you'll be, the more comfortable you'll be. You don't need to throw Casimirs and decoys all the time. Now, I do also want to point out here, I believe we have officially switched out our decoys for Casimirs, so when we're being overwhelmed like this, great job on throwing the Casimir, but I don't think we have any decoys anymore. And that's unfortunate because even though Casimirs are more powerful, Casimirs cannot be replenished by the ammo crates. So when you go to this ammo crate, you will never have another decoy. You'll never have another Casimir. And to me, I'd rather have an unlimited supply of decoys than a whole bunch of Casimirs that I don't know when I'm gonna get my next Casimir on. But again, like I said, minor details. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it's something that was at the top of my head. And I do just want to point out, we did it again. This happens all the time with zombie players too. Oh my goodness, max ammo. Oh my goodness, nuke. I'm gonna sprint directly towards it, even though there's a whole bunch of zombies there. But again, great utilization. You're picking up armor, you're picking up all this stuff. Great use of your time. Now, as we're up here, first of all, we're doing a raid weapon stash. I love this area myself. Don't know if you saw it from me, but that's awesome if you did, especially when camping. Camping is the alternate strategy to training in zombies, and this is an excellent camping spot. Now, wonderful LMG we got going on here, but unfortunately we do need to reload. So I love using the thermite. We did accidentally fall off here, and again, I don't know if you know this or not, but that ladder is exactly how the zombies were coming up to you, so it's probably not the smartest to use the same path as they were, but it worked out this time around, so it's not too big. But I do love what you do instead here is when you get overwhelmed, you go to this location here. Now, a smart strategy that I do when I'm camping, I don't know if it's smart or not, but something that I do when I'm camping is I will start really close to the zombies. So that way, when I need to reload, I can backpedal, and I have a whole bunch of backpedaling space because as you can see right here, you can't really backpedal anymore off of this roof. But if you were really close to them, like you were when you started, and you backpedaled, you had all of this space to where you basically are now to reload. So that buys you a little bit of time. It's almost like a mini training route, I guess, right there. But hey, we got it, we're good. So I love this, pushing up here, getting the armor, really good stuff. I would start here, like I said, when I need to reload, then I would go all the way back. But, you know, little details, little nuances, but hey, it's the details that matter. Now I skipped ahead. We only got 1 minute and I'm like, all right, cool. This is going to be our last contract here. It's the same raid weapon stash. Again, we've been on our own here this entire time. So this has been a magical tier 3 run. Absolutely love it. We got like 33,000 points. We're going to take care of this stash exactly the same way we did before. Storm's coming in. We got 15 seconds. We're going to go ahead. All right, it's opening. We're going on. We're going on. We're going on. Are we going to get anything special from here? Are we going to get anything? Hey, a double pack-a-punch and an epic ether tool. Let's go. That's not bad. And of course, we're sitting here leaving. I'm like, all right, cool. We're awesome. We're getting out of tier 3, I think. And then you jump in this ether tear and then you do something absolutely crazy. You look at your map and you go, hey, there's actually a cargo delivery over here. I mean, those don't take too long, do they? Even though the storm's approaching you. What an absolute madman decision. We're gonna pick up this cargo delivery mission. We're gonna go on the best route. You can't convince me otherwise. Right is definitely better than left. And then we're gonna complete this with plenty of time. And what do you know? We're looking in here. Look at that crap. Look at that. You got the refined crystal on your first game of tier 3 with a juggernaut and that speed cola that you dropped before. Now it's funny. I think you had to do a double take here because you open it, get the jug, cool, awesome. Wait a minute, what was that? That's right, that was the schematic. So we change it for that Shatter Blast, beautiful. I think you forget about your LTV right here and you just get out of tier 3 and go to the nearest exfil. Absolutely beautiful decision. And look at how beautiful this thing melts in tier 2 with a triple pack-a-punch legendary tool. Oh, it's wonderful. Oh, it's wonderful. Even with the tunnel vision, this is still really great. And this is a safe exfil. We actually exfil. What an excellent run. Little details, maybe a little bit better management with your zombie management and their pathing, whatever, but man, oh man, how lucky is that? How awesome is that? That second pack-a-punch crystal schematic, legendary tool, what a wonderful run. Now, if you want to see even more lucky tier 3 runs, be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.